Have you been wanting to give digital art a try using the Procreate app but aren't sure where to start? I'm going to walk you through the steps to create this springtime wreath that you can draw yourself and have a beautiful piece of art for your wall. Let's get started. To begin, go to the upper right corner and click on the plus sign. We're going to choose 11 by 8.5 for this project. Then go to the color circle in the upper right corner, and I am going to go with a dark green. Feel free to choose any colors you would like throughout this entire project. And then go to the brush library, and under calligraphy, we're going to click the monoline brush. And then go over to the stroke area, and I set my stroke size at about 10%. And start drawing a circle. I know perfect circles are difficult to draw, but Procreate makes it easy. Start drawing your circle and hold it at the end. And then up at the top, there should be Edit Shape and click Circle. There. Perfect circle. And then go up to the arrow icon and use the anchor points to make the circle a little bigger to fill up your space. Once you have that drawn, use your 2 fingers to zoom in and start drawing some freehand leaf shapes. These don't need to be perfect. We want this wreath to have an organic feel. But make sure you do close up the shapes because this will make filling them up with color easier here in a little bit. Once you have them all drawn, we're going to start filling those in. To do that, just go up to your color circle and start dragging the color down. I went with the same dark green color, but you can change it up. You can do a lighter green or a darker green, whatever you would like. Once you have all of the leaves filled, it's time to add another layer. So go up to the layers icon and click the plus sign. And then go to your color circle. We're going to change that to a lighter green. And zoom in again, and we're going to start drawing a different kind of leaf shape. I went with kind of a longer stem and some 3 little kind of oval loose shapes. You can make them any way that you would like. I like to alternate sides to balance out the wreath. Remember, we are going to be filling this in with other flowers, so you want to leave space for those. And then you will fill in each of those little leaf shapes in the same manner that we did before. Once those leaves are done, add another layer. So go up to the layers and click on that plus sign. And then I'm going to go with a light peach. These are going to be the first flowers that we do. So pick any color you would like and go in and start adding some 5-petal leaves and make these a little bit larger flowers. The other flowers that we will be adding will be a little smaller. So you want these flowers to kind of stand out. And then you'll fill those flowers in with that same color, just like you did before once you have those all drawn. Then I wanted to add some flower centers, so I added another layer and chose a light yellow color for that. Then I started drawing those in. I didn't like how small they were, so I did go back and changed my stroke size up a bit. which made it larger to make those flower centers fill the flowers in more. Then go and add another layer. And we're going to change the color again. We're going to add some hyacinth type flowers. So I want to add the stems first. So I chose that darker green color again, and I made the stroke size smaller. And you just want to go in and add those stems, kind of visualize where you see those hyacinth flowers going. And add those in, alternating sides, filling in those empty areas. And then to add the flower portion, just make another layer, choose your color. I went with purple for mine, and I bumped up that stroke size so that I could go in and easily add dots that filled in that flower. And again, you want to make these loose, organic shapes just to give that feel of that flower. Once you have those flowers drawn, we're going to add another layer. And then on this one, we're going to add some tiny blue flowers. So you want to change your color again. And then I did bump up the stroke size for these. Even though these flowers are tiny, I like bumping up that stroke size because then I don't have to fill in the flowers later with color. The stroke size is thick enough that those petals automatically get filled in. And then I did add flower centers to these, which you'll see here in a little bit, and you're going to do that in the same manner that you did for those peach flowers. Once you have the blue flowers finished, it's time to add the little berry stems. So add another layer and change your color back. I went to that light green, and then we want these stems to be pretty thin, so change that stroke size back down. And then I want the berry stems to appear that they're coming out behind the peach flowers, but above the original dark green leaves. So you can do that in the layers panel. You just move the layers around to where you want them. That's another thing I love about Procreate, is being able to move things if you want something to be behind or in front of something. And then just add some 3 kind of branch stems into those empty areas that you feel like need to be filled up. Once the stems are drawn, add another layer. And I chose kind of a lighter lavender color and then bumped up that stroke size again and just went in and added dots to the ends of each berry stem. Now it's time for the lettering part. Add one more layer and choose your color. I went with kind of a lighter, it's kind of a green-gray color. You'll see here I wasn't satisfied with that, so I did change it up here in a little bit. And then change your brush tool. We're going to go to calligraphy and then brush. And then we are going to add a drawing guide. So that is under canvas, and add the drawing guide. We want the 2D grid. And then once you have that, make sure you click done. And then go in and start adding your lettering. If you've never worked with the brush tool before, check out my Irish Blessings video. I will include a link to that video below. I talked about using the brush tool for the first time in that video, and you can learn some tips for that in there. Once you have that lettered, if you decide like me that you weren't happy with that color, it's really easy to change. Go ahead, you can turn off your guide at this point. I wanted to change mine to a little darker. I felt like it needed to pop more. So I first was going to do a little darker green, then changed it up to a dark blue. And I really liked that. Procreate makes it easy to change up the color. You see, you can just drag and drop that color onto your letters. And then once you're done with that, you are finished. You're ready to print your art. We did do this in a horizontal format. If you want it to be in a vertical format, that is very easy to change. I like to merge all my layers at this point. So to do that, go to your layers, use 2 fingers to swipe the layers together to merge them into one. And then go up. You can use your fingers to rotate the canvas directly on your iPad. And then to rotate the art, go up to the arrow icon and use that green anchor point to rotate your art into the vertical layout. And then you can use those other anchor points to size the wreath up or down as you would like, and to move that art into place. Once you have it where you would like it, you're ready to print it out. How do you print? Go up to the wrench icon in the upper left corner, and I like to do JPEGs for printing, so just click on JPEG. That'll bring up several options. Just click on print. Make sure to change your paper size to whatever size that you would like to print it on, and then you're ready to go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, and let me know if there's any other tutorials you'd like to see, friends. Thanks for watching.